test.
Let's go. This is unbelievable. Esper Death Shadow, what's he got here? Lingering Souls, probably. No red cards. Red's not even that good in the deck. Teamer Battle Rage, that's about it. Yeah, he's got 2 Lingering Souls. All right, folks. I'm down at dinner. What else can I be down? What else can I be down? Street Rate's going to cycle. Down to 18. Round number 3 underway. It's the most unlucky. How do you know Ulamog's Nullifier? I hope it never gets cast. Is that on the bingo board? Player cast Ulamog's Nullifier?
With delay adds some potential sweetness here to my bingo space of card is cast off suspend.
Ooh, that's nice. That is nice. Not just for Rift Bolt anymore.
Yeah. If the space was something like Gurmag Angler cast off suspend and I hit that, that would be running almost as good as me also having a free dinner.
So some people say that because you did not mention it's devoid,
oh come on,
you do not win.
It's not relevant to the card because it's not a mechanic.
Yeah, that's
it's like naming the artist.
Yeah. I would like the flavor text right now. Robert Wright with a Thought Scour, and now this is at 15. We're gonna make it 13. Death Shadow doing Death Shadow things. Draw another card. Flooded Strand. Inquisition. He's ooh, let's see. We might have an opt here from Todd Stevens in response. Not sure. Yes, he will opt. Down to 19. Scry 1. Top card. Will it stay the top card or will it become the bottom card is the question. Top card, all right. Here's the hand of a bunch of cards. No one knows what they do. I do know that there's a
delay.
There's a delay. There's an Ulamog's Nullifier. There's a Blight Herder. I believe a Warping Whale. And a Cavern of Souls and another Underground River. What is this, Todd? What is this?
You know, it's kind of these are some weird cards, but the cat's out of the bag here. It's an Eldrazi deck with some processing involved.
Big follow-up, Flooded Strand. Pass the turn back. Over to Stevens we go. He's picked up a copy of Fatal Push. Now that one we do know. Modern Staple. Modern Staple and Fatal Push. Cavern Souls, kick it over. Probably naming Eldrazi. Here's an opt. He named Processor. I know nothing. I wonder if all of
I think all of them that have the exiling mechanic are processors.
Let's take a look at that Nullifier. Is that a processor?
It would be really
Yep.
It would be really bad design if only some of them were processors and you just had to memorize.
Is Thought-Knot Seer a processor? It
no,
can't
because
be, right?
It's not. Thought-Knot Seer isn't exiling cards into or taking cards from exile into your graveyard and doing something. That's what the processing term is.
Yeah. Okay. Stubborn now the draw. What do we got now here from Robert Wright? I'm surprised he named Processor. Okay, so it's just an Eldrazi. Named Processor instead of Eldrazi? Oh, hold on a second.
Just for bluffing, right?
Cavern of Souls not naming Eldrazi or Elves. That's a great name. That's a great name, Todd. That's a great name by Todd is what that is.
He might have known about the bingo board.
That is a great name. Whew. Things are looking up.
Wouldn't be the first time a player has undermined the bingo game.
I don't think it'll be the last either.
No.
Whew. If I can't, I have to pay for 2 dinners now. At least I'll take a spot on the bingo board in exchange. That is brutal. Robert Wright's going to draw. He's going to Thought Scour first. Now he'll draw. All right, that goes to the graveyard. Do you have a large delve threat? I don't know. 5+ cards to cast a spell? No, he's just going to play a Stubborn Isle on the Warping Whale.
Warping Whale.
Yes. There's an Underground Sea. Pass the turn back. So Robert Wright's doing everything. Todd Stevens' turns are very boring.
Yeah, I think he was looking to make some mana there, or get a Scion there to be able to enable some sort of 4.
Let me give some beatdowns.
These Stubborn Isles are often hard to cash in against Eldrazi-style decks because their decks, just so much of it is creatures.
Right with just the land and passing the turn. That's a 3rd Underground River for Stevens. Are we playing a little draw go here? Both these players not doing anything.
Might be a good spot for Snapcaster opt.
Well, we got a Snapcaster Mage. Yeah, ask and you shall receive. There's an opt. All right. All right, we'll draw that card. Yeah, and Todd, that's exiled because I need that
Oh yeah.
for my processing strategy. In with Snapcaster Mage.
We're gonna elephant ambush here.
Well, it's
Get a block on?
It's a known card in his hand, and it's uncounterable. Is the Ulamog's Nullifier.
Steven's gonna wait for a better spot.
Looks like Robert Wright may have picked up a copy of Tassiger.
Oh, do you want to delve and cast your
I
Tassiger?
don't know, do you?
That exiles some cards.
Looks like he does not. Eldrazi Temple the draw. He'll play one of those. Will Stevens. I don't watch Todd Stevens stream all that much. Too busy to do that, but perhaps he's been working on this deck on his popular stream.
Way to brag about how busy you are.
That's not a good thing. I wish I had time to watch it. That's not bragging. I would prefer to see it. Okay. So now I've been given some information from our director, Travis Gibson. So apparently, on the celebration stream for being 2017 SCGCOL Player of the Year, he got 100 subscribers. And his deal was if he did that, he would play this deck. Okay. So, there you go.
Cool. Congratulations.
I dig that. He came in with 2 buys, so this is his first round with Blue-Black Eldrazi. He's been known to brew.
Yes.
We know that.
And he loves the Eldrazi brews, too.
Yes, he's been known to brew. Robert Wright actually at 6?
Yeah, he's gone pretty low.
He's a little aggressive there, Death Shadow guy. Draw a card. Blue to Delta. He's got a Marsh Flats in hand, I think.
Yeah, he's
not drawing anything. All right, in for 2.
Quite a bit of flooding out here from Wright.
For someone who's done a lot of cantripping. Uh-oh, is it time for the Nullifier?
Stevens has no more patience.
Boom. The Nullifier that's cost me millions. A Dismember strategy. I would hardcast that.
I don't think you can spend millions at Barley's. I think for millions you would have Barley's. You would just own it.
Wright is going to sacrifice this polluted Delta, it appears. Get a beautiful island. Players are making it known they really like the unstable basics.
Yes.
This is the 4th person we've seen with it. How many are we going to delve? How many? Looks like 5 to me. I need this. 1.
A little recovery.
2, 3, 4. Bang. Delve 5+ cards, cast a spell. I am well on my way to a bingo.
Yeah, I'm getting rinsed here.
Yeah. I am well on my way to celebrating something resembling a victory. And he even has a Stubborn Isle in hand as well. So Robert Wright's in pretty good shape, but he did just turn on a lot of processing here for Todd Stevens. So Todd's going to play a Wastes. I think he's going to go through the Cavern here. It's 5 mana for old Blightherder. So he's going to process a couple cards into the bin. A couple Street Wraiths. Take that, Tassiger. Tassiger just got worse. 3 Scions on the way.
Stevens with the delay backup.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Although 5 is something of a magic number against these Death Shadow decks because they lean very heavily on Fatal Push's removal.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's a good card. It's a good card. What's Todd got going on in this deck list? I'm getting kind of interested now. I'm trying to. Who's got a Seagate Wreckage he could draw to? Mm-hmm. Ooh, Ashiok. Okay.
Ashiok would be big here.
Yeah.
With these blockers, I think Stevens could just deck Wright if he drew an Ashiok. Not kidding.
Thought-Knots are always a good draw, and I guess Wasteland Shrinker's not bad either. This is Inquisition of Kozilek.
This is worthy of a delay. Is he going to bleed the delay out of Stevens here? I believe no.
I think you just really want to see delay cast. I thought delay was going to be better. Like in Magic, I thought it was just going to be a better card.
It's just historically they let you just counter the spell for 2 mana, so you don't need to do something like that.
I really thought that that card was going to be busted. Not right, obviously. Lingering Souls, a little flashback strategy. And now there's a Marsh Flats. And nothing else here for Robert Wright. So I think Robert Wright will have 2 Spirit Tokens on the way. Todd Stevens will draw another copy of Fatal Push. So it's a Blight Herder, 3 Scions, not Scions, 3 Scions, and then 2 copies of Fatal Push in Todd Stevens' hand. For Robert Wright, Tasker Snapcaster Mage, 2 Spirit Tokens, pretty full graveyard, and at least 1 Stubborn Isle in hand. As we head back over to Wright. Picked up a Flooded Strand. Spirit Tokens are going to come in. Looks like Stevens is going to take that damage. Back over to Todd, we're going to go.
10 a.m. modern players, round 4 pairings are being posted. Please find your seats. Once again, 10 a.m. modern players, round 4 pairings have been posted. Please find your seats.
You might be thinking about pushing a Snapcaster Mage here. And getting in for a little damage. Yep, take 1. Going to fall down to 11. Yep, get that thing out of the way. Is it time to get in here?
I mean, if you're doing this,
yeah.
What, you know what else you can do?
Blight Herder should run into Tassiger, right? And then 3 damage comes through?
Assuming that Wright has no removal spell.
All right, well, there's a push.
I do believe that counts as a Fatal Push with Revolt.
Yeah, it counts.
Snapcaster died.
Okay, no, you win. You win that one. You're on the board. Push hard with the Stamper. You can do it. There you go. Robert Wright, I think, is going to activate Tassiger now. Yes, 2 cards. Polluted Delta and Marsh Flats. Going to go to the graveyard, and now Todd Stevens going to give him a card back. Could be Street Wraith.
If he has something that is not a card in the graveyard that doesn't do anything, then give him that, and then probably Street Wraith the next one. Past that.
See Thought Scours over there. Don't want to give him those.
No, I want him to. I want him to have to pay the full amount.
Inquisition,
yeah, Inquisition is nothing.
That stinks. You can have that.
That's actually nothing, so that's fine.
Back over to Wright. He'll draw a card. Picked up an Opt. He'll play an Inquisition. Todd Stevens is going to take 1 to cast this Fatal Push in his hand here in just a moment. Kill Spirit Token. And Eldrazi Temple's last card in hand. And now here's Opt from Robert Wright. Scry 1. Looks like he might actually like that card. Who knows? He's giving it a lot of thought. Don't have a good look at it, unfortunately. But he doesn't like it enough. Bottom card. New card coming here for Wright. And he's just passing. So Stevens will untap. Stevens will draw. Oh, the Wasteland Strangler.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's a big one here.
That's not bad.
Assuming he's going to put Tassiger on Tassiger?
He might just do this pre-combat to kill a Scion. Or, excuse me, to kill a Spirit Token. Which I actually kind of like. Because Blight Herder still gets to run into Tassiger, and he gets to get 2 damage through and put him down to 1. And he got another body there. Yeah, there's your block.
Yeah, I guess it's just a question of do you want him at 1 or do you want the Tassiger off the table? But I think getting him to 1's better.
Yeah,
here.
you can keep that Tassiger. I don't care about that. What's this? That's a Thoughtseize. Yep, that's the worst hand I've ever seen. 2 Thoughtseizes and Stubborn now. Robert Wright is down a game, folks. It's Todd Stevens with blue-black Eldrazi up a game here over Esper Death Shadow.
Sweet.
This is pretty sweet stuff.
This is sweet stuff.
More processing and guessing of cards from sets that Patrick should not know will be happening just a moment. But first, a couple words from our lovely sponsors. Let's talk sideboard, shall we?
Yeah.
We'll start with Todd Stevens. I can't wait to see what's in this. 3 Collective Brutality, 2 Ceremonious Rejection, 2 Ratchet Bomb, 2 Surgical Extraction, a 3rd copy of Ashiok, a Damnation, Engineer Explosive, Flame Tendrils, Negate, and Sorceress Spyglass. Actually pretty normalized stuff, given what he's playing.
I would sideboard light here. I like the extra copy of Ashiok. It's not the easiest planeswalker for Wright to get to early on in the game. I think there's a pretty big advantage you can generate there. And I would bring in the Damnation. But I'm not a big fan of Ratchet Bomb here or Engineer Explosives because Wright's... I guess those are fine against Death Shadow. Sure, you can bring in those too. Not good against the Del threats, but Stevens' deck is pretty naturally good against the Del threats in other ways.
For Wright, he's got 2 Ceremonious Rejection, 2 Detention Sphere, 2 Path to Exile, 2 Nile Spellbomb, 2 Lingering Souls. Here come the one-ofs, and Liliana, Last Hope, Stony Silence, Stubborn Nile, Supreme Verdict, and a Plains to help cast some of those white cards.
I think the spheres and the paths make sense to me here. Supreme Verdict maybe is fine for this matchup if you think it's just going to go pretty deep. So just the creature removal.
All
The
right.
extra copies of Lingering Souls I think I'd bring in too.
Game 2 about to be underway here. Let's talk about StarCityGames.com trade-in bonus. We got ourselves a trade-in bonus with Star City Games, where, Patrick, if you use our buy list, you get store credit, 50% more.
And you can head over to StarCityGames.com/buy-list. The buy list got updated a year and change ago, I think.
Yeah, a little while ago.
It's much better to navigate. It's much easier to enter the card with the particular set and the particular condition and get a price spit out at you very, very fast. So 50% off. You're trying to trade for, whatever, because we have all
We
the
do
cards.
it all. Yeah,
have all the cards.
we actually have all of the cards.
Yeah.
That deal, by the way, also applies to all of our opens as well.
Cool.
So if you're here in Columbus, or 2 weeks from now you're in Dallas-Fort Worth, or in Philadelphia, we make our return up there in your favorite city, Philadelphia.
And you can take the trade credit with you. You can put it onto your account. You don't have to spend it day up. So you're trying to sell high on some things, clear out your clutter. Don't worry about having to spend it right now. We just put that credit on your account, spend whatever you want.
Making it easy for you. Easy breezy. Little thought scour action here. Death Shadow, Marsh Flats to the bin. Island the draw. Robert Wright picked up another Marsh Flats. Going to sacrifice a Marsh Flats. Going to play Big Fish. Big old fish.
Lot to process.
Yeah.
Lots to process.
A lot of options available for processing now here. That's like a real start here from Robert Wright, unlike what he was doing last game, which was essentially nothing the
He got
entire
some
time.
cantrips and, cast some discard spells.
He was spinning his wheels for a little
He
while.
drew spells that are in his deck. You can't complain about flooding out when you draw a bunch of spells that are in your
All
deck.
right, fine. Fine.
It's like when the Affinity people, they're like frustrated by their turn 8 Ornithopter off the top, and it's
you
like,
put it in there.
You know what the easy way to not draw Ornithopter is? Just don't play with them. Then you never draw them.
Well, go for the throat. See you later. Gurmag Angler's still not an artifact. Snapcaster Mage to draw.
Oh, and no spells.
Yeah. Let's go over
But
to Todd
perhaps
Stevens.
with some processing.
It's almost time to process. There's no Eldrazi Temple.
Oh, and now Stevens with
Oh, the Nullifier.
Nullifier at the
boy.
ready.
Oh, boy. Pass the turn back. Robert Wright going to play around the Nullifier. There's a Wastes. Look at this game of cat and mouse. Back over to Robert we go. He's going to sacrifice 2 fetch lands. I tell you. Watery Grave and a Hollow Fountain, folks. Robert Wright is -30, basically. This has no life at all.
And it's pretty dangerous. This is the type of matchup where the way that Death Shadow operates can be really problematic because Stevens is, with flash threats and big bodies, can close out a game very quickly. He's not that vulnerable to Death Shadow either. So Wright's got to deal a lot of damage to himself just getting his game plan to work. And now he's on 8, and if this resolves, he's attacking, he's going down to 6.
Oh, he's reading the Old Monk's Nullifier. Shocking! Because why would anyone know what that does?
This could get flipped really quickly on Wright here.
It looks like Stevens is looking to counter Tassiger.
Yeah.
All right. See you later. I look pretty good there. I'll give it that. This would be poetic if Nullifier is what closes out this game, by the way, for the last 6 points of damage. Further proving that life is just totally scripted. It's not fair. Another temple past the turn back. What is this? Okay, that's better.
Oh,
Oh, no. Yes.
you're going to go to.
It's dead.
Phew, I was hoping that got delayed.
Robert Wright's down to 2.
Yeah.
2's not a lot. Here's Lingering Souls. It's a good magic card. And play it again. 4 Spirit Tokens. Well, Todd Stevens has Engineer Explosives in his hand. And now, Ashiok.
This is sweet.
All right, so Kaboom and Ashiok Nightmare Weaver. Exile 2 cards. 3 cards, not 2. Yeah, no, 3's a lot. That's a Detention Sphere, so that problem's taken care of. Okay. And there's a Polluted Delta. Pass the turn back. Go back over to Stevens. Thought Not Seer. It's a good magic card. Oh, Snapcaster Mage will bite the dust. Go back over to Wright. He could just die from this Thought Knot. Draw. Didn't get a great look at it. That's a Path Exile. Okay. I'll let Robert draw a card, of course. He picked up a Thoughtseize.
Off the table.
I would not cast that. I would not cast that.
That one's no good.
No. I'd hold off on the Thoughtseize.
But one of the better ways to play around Death Shadow is do nothing, do nothing, do nothing, do nothing, kill you in one hit. And Stevens' deck can definitely execute, and it's not quite like burn or anything like that, but he can chill, use removal spells, wait, and then with large threats or with flash threats, close out the game in one hit.
Stevens has no shortage of removal spells. I believe 3 copies of Fatal Push and a Damnation in hand.
Yep.
So removal is not going to be a problem here for Todd. There's your Watery Grave.
And Wright can't get to the Damnation with Inquisition, nor can he cast the Thoughtseize in his hand. So that one is safe.
Oh, Blight Herder.
Cool.
Thump. Gonna do a little processing.
Snapcaster Path, not gonna get it done here.
Nope. Couple of lands for your trouble. And there are some Scions. Blight Herder might be taken care of by Snapcaster Mage plus something. Looks like it might be Dismember. Yeah. So now the question is, can Wright beat these Scion tokens? As he does untap.
I mean, it's very hard to do it against all these Fatal Pushes.
Yeah.
One threat's not good enough.
Death Shadow. That's dead too. Pass. Bang. Push itself. Boy, unbelievable. Todd Stevens going to win this match here over Robert Wright, 2-0. Blue, black, Eldrazi. Just beat Esper Death Shadow.
So Death Shadow is, in my opinion,